What are you hiding from?
No, a lot of people are mad, dude. They're after Jordan and I. Every single day I get threatening emails just saying they're gonna come down, they're gonna take me out, they're gonna beat me to an inch of my life to get the DreamSlam championship. So I've been incognito, man. I've been in hiding. I have to be till the 6th.
Sounds a little excessive. Are these like how bad are these threats?
I mean, they're pretty bad. Like I could like 100% get them arrested just for an email. It's very descriptive. They left their name and everything, signed it.
Who?
Like
Who
no
was it?
fear. I can't tell you. It would be a breach of the contract that I have with my lawyers. They're investigating it right now.
There's no way you have lawyers.
I have multiple lawyers. Truthfully, I could do it myself, but I once again would put myself at risk. I have to stay incognito. Unfortunately for the world.
Well, incognito mode is the safest way to browse the internet too, so that's probably true. A good idea.
Yeah.
That's true, especially with your search browser, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Mickey's kind of freaky. He leaves that all out in the open.
Yeah. Bunch of Steamboat Willie videos.
He loves Disney.
The captain,
Dude,
right?
Let me tell you, that is one of the best movies I've ever watched. And then they have Steamboat Mini coming out. They just announced it.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, that Screamboat was ridiculous.
Hey, so I know you're in hiding, but you gotta send over a way for me to watch some of the films that you've been in lately, so that I could help promote it out there. I'll say good things, I promise.
Make fun of me and try to say they're all pornos. They're not pornos. Maybe only one.
The one of them is a porno, but that's
I'm the secretary. I'm the casting couch is in the room behind me, and I'm the secretary.
He wasn't good enough to be in the adult scene.
I get it. You're on the cuck chair. It's fine. No, but seriously though, that zombie one sounded pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm doing another one called Witchcraft. We're filming tomorrow. Witchcraft. Nice. I think it's 18. They said yeah, when we were kids, all the videos would be in Blockbuster and stuff, like Witchcraft 1 through like 8, and they just have kept making them. So,
all right.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And then that one, and then Manhunter, which would be pretty fun. I mean, hopefully, if I get in good with the Man Eater. Sorry, almost messed it up. Man Eater, and hopefully, if I get in good with the Man Eater, I can have him come and eat the two of you, and then I can take over the How Is This Fake podcast.
You know what? If I was ever gonna go out, like the way that I go out, I've always wanted it to be wood chipper, but eaten by a man is probably up there too.
I mean, if you ever got eaten by a wood chipper, I would be like, I don't know how he got in there. He just jumped in it.
Man, I get
it.
You're a little upset about the email I sent you. It's fine.
Look, you can't challenge Jordan Cruz for the championship. You have to get in line.
Can we talk about this challenge that Jordan Cruz
Perkins jumped the line, and I don't know if that guy really deserved to jump the line over the incredible skills of Jake Ronaldo.
Friend of the podcast.
Ronaldo.
I know, that's why.
Jake Redondo.
Jake Redondo. That's what. It's an inside joke. Clearly, you don't listen to the podcast.
He's got to hide. He's got to hide. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did this come about? Can you give us any insight on this? I mean, you are representing, you're like Jordan Cruz's, dude. So, any scoop, any thing we can put on the dirt sheets here?
Yes, as someone that is the greatest manager, the greatest agent on this entire planet, I scoured the universe for the perfect opponent for Jordan Cruz. So he could show the world, he can show everyone that he is the best. And TJP, I got to give him his props. He is one of the best wrestlers on the entire planet. Personally, I've been in the ring with him, and he's honestly like one of the best I've ever wrestled. When we were 17, we were in a barn in the Young Bucks wrestling company, and we put on a 45-minute banger where it was just like like he was just a great wrestler, man. Carried a stupid little Enoch that was 17 years old to a banger, and that was 20 years ago. So I can only imagine he gets better and better. Cruiserweight Classic winner, you know. He's a stud, maybe one of the best to ever come out of SoCal. But then he's 175 pounds, and Jordan Cruz is a freaking mammoth of a man, and he's going to tear him apart like a bear would a small cheetah or like a very small like mountain lion or so.
Well,
So
when it comes to a bear, you got to really just go for the genitals.
I would assume so, and I mean. He probably won't unless it's
Ah.
a technical move. I don't know the arm, the penile ringer, but there's probably
I didn't know that bears were in the same neck of the woods as the cheetah. But
uh, only
what do I know?
in Narnia they are.
Oh, that's
So,
true.
that is
Yeah.
also a part of the world. So I would appreciate if you
Okay.
would be respectful of
Okay.
that,
All right.
of
What
us
are you, like a
Narnians.
centaur? You got the
Well,
goat legs?
yeah, I mean, if you wondered why I'm a little bit eccentric, it's because I walked into the portal, and showed up in the world and of Narnia. I also clicked my heels to get back home.
Wow.
It was pretty, yeah, no place like home,
Yeah,
like
eccentric
DreamSlam.
is the right word for you, buddy. That's
DreamSlam, back to my home, DreamSlam, the one that we conquered, the one that Pinky steps in and tries to take over when you name yourself after a color because you have no personality.
he's got tons of personality.
Does he? What is
From what
it?
I've seen, he's got a little bit of personality. I
I'm
don't
a
know the man,
highlighter.
so I can't speak to his whole personality, but I don't think he's a robot.
Sorry. I think someone was coming in. No,
So
that's okay.
if you're trying to hide, why do you keep walking in circles? Why don't you just like get in your car or something? What are you doing?
Why would I get in my car?
Oh,
They would
do you
they
not
would
have a
they would
car?
they would find me. I'm hiding. This is my facility. I have enough stuff. I've got my Legos here to last. See?
Oh, that's entertainment.
Oh. No, he's taking
To
bumps on
last.
those Legos, huh? Are you going to use those? Is Jordan Cruz going to make TJP take a body slam and some Legos?
I might bring some Legos, yes, to even the playing field.
Ooh.
I
Yes.
mean,
What, because you need to build some stairs to get up to Jordan Cruz's height or something? Or
That's so stupid.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
the same height as Jordan Cruz. Okay? 6'2",
Well, you're talking about how
two.
he's some big specimen of a man, and what, you're like equal him?
Well, no, just in height. I'm not as strong as Jordan Cruz. I am
That's
just
true. I'm
tall.
pretty tall and I got like chicken bone for
You,
arms, you know.
you do. I mean, you look like a Subway sandwich. Like you literally are
because
just
you're delicious.
Yeah.
deliciously disgusting. I mean, it's made out of like concrete. Okay,
Ham and
that
cheese on
bread is just
jalapeno
like
cheddar.
disgusting. Look at that smile. Aw,
You know.
like a little anime character.
To your point though about the dramatic size difference of TJP and Jordan Cruz. Historically, I mean, you got a point. TJ Perkins has taken on a lot of, like you said, over 20 years in the ring. But historically, just not do. He doesn't have a lot of victories over men that are bigger than him.
No, I mean, he's a guy that comes from Southern California, and we're not the land of giants here. 90% of the wrestlers here are 5'8" and below. So, I mean, he's used to a life of wrestling smaller men. It doesn't matter how good you are when you're in there with, like I said, a literal freaking beast, a bear that's going to maul you, a gladiator, Spartan. This man knows how to fight. He's a former Marine. You want to step in there with a killer. That's why I put myself with Jordan Cruz because he is literally the best. I said TJP is one of the best. Well, Jordan Cruz is number one.
So you're talking about this is a bear mauling, you know, its prey situation.
Yep.
How quick you think this match is going to go?
Well, I think that TJP is going to be able to float like a butterfly and sting like TJP can, right? He can
Yeah.
do a little bit of damage, put a little bit of submission. But once you realize that that's not going to break him down, I mean, he's going to start to feel hopeless. I mean, I can imagine what, 8 to 10 at the most? 8 to 10. I mean, if
Okay.
TJ somehow survives longer than that, I might just eat my beanie, you know? Like that would be
Wow.
pretty ridiculous.
Wow.
That'd be wild.
Well, let me ask you about some of these other matches that are on the card because you are a part of the decision making process over at DreamSlam. Can you talk to me about this scramble match? Mikey O'Shea, Raymond Bright, Chaz Price. Who else am I missing? There's two more.
Alan Breeze and
Alan Breeze and Can't
Can't
Stop
Stop
Jamal, the Wrestle
Jamal.
Buddies, who had, and all these guys, except for, since I've been around at least, all these guys have had matches with each other except for Mikey O'Shea. The last time I remember seeing him was at the Delhi Center when he was throwing Capri Suns and goodies out to the audience. So,
Yeah,
yeah, can you tell us about this match?
that is one of Pinky's favorite wrestlers. Of course, I'm all about bringing in the best professional wrestlers, and I can say that Mikey is entertaining. Mikey is big, but is he championship material? Maybe like the Razzies or something if they had a Razzie championship in wrestling.
Wow.
But aside from that, the element of surprise is not much of a factor. So you
He's
got to
the
give,
what did you say? The Jack and Jill of Adam Sandler movies.
yeah,
Wow.
100%. If you put Jack and Jill together and they formed like Power Rangers and to make a mega Mikey O'Shea, that is what it would be. Like Jack and Jill went up the hill to make a Mikey O'Shea, like 100%. And I'll give it up to everybody else in that match. Chaz Price had a great showing against Five Star a few months back. He took a couple months off to cool himself, revigorate himself, to train some more. And now he's back in Dream Slam, looking to make a statement. Alan Breeze, he's had some decent things to say. I heard him on your show. He just said to
That
stay
was
out of
good.
his
That was a
way.
good one.
And it's fine. I have nothing against him, so I will stay out of his way unless he crosses mine. So stay in your lane because Cruz can eat a breeze pretty
Well,
easily.
and what's stopping Jordan Cruz from after he mauls TJP? What's stopping him from going after the California Dream champion, Alan Breeze?
Nothing.
There's more gold to be had.
What's stopping him from just going and taking out Bad Meets Nasty, having the tag team championships all by himself, or with me? Just give it to me. I can have it as a gift. I can have it for Christmas, for my birthday. My birthday's coming up. He could give me a tag team championship. He could defend it by himself, and I could just stand there and look beautiful. Okay.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you so much. It's coming up at the end of August, so hopefully I
Oh,
don't have to
okay.
see
Well,
you guys.
that's
Hopefully I don't
still
have to
that's
see you
still
guys.
like that's still like 2 months away. But
I have a birthday. It's the summer of Enoch. You should understand that by now. The whole summer is my birthday.
the Summer of Enoch sounds like a really good romance novel.
I think it would be. It would be pretty fantastic. But so
So let me ask you about another match then, because we know that you have a history with the former champion Wicked Wicket. You don't really get along with the guy. You're not a fan of the guy.
Look at he's
Uh,
cowering as soon as you say that.
I know.
no, I
Wicked
heard.
Wicket in a first blood match against Big Dick Haas. Now, if you're a guy named Big Dick Haas, you probably have a pretty big personality.
That's
To
that's what
say
he
the
has. Yeah,
least.
yeah. His name is Big, Richard. So Dick for short. And so he's got an incredibly big personality. He comes out and he swings his personality all around for everybody to see. Like he has a bell at the end of his personality that dings and dings. Yeah. So he is a bona fide ass kicker, and he's somebody that I've been wanting to bring into DreamSlam for a while. And Wicked has been a thorn in my side for so long, just like that the lion with a thorn in his paw that can't get it out, you know? And
Mm.
so I want to make sure that little by little, we get Wicked the hell out of DreamSlam so he never ever tries to challenge for the championship again.
But why do you have such animosity towards him? Jordan Cruz beat him, and Wicket hasn't really bothered Jordan Cruz, like from what I remember. So why such animosity towards Wicket?
Have you seen him? Well, I wear a mask. I
Oh,
don't wear a mask. I put it on sometimes. Only half my face, all my face, none of my face. I mean, talk about an
if he's smart,
identity
he'll wear the mask
crisis.
for this first blood match.
You would think so to hide that horrible goblin face, but
Oh well, I
instead
had a different reason, but
he exposes it to the entire world when he should have just kept it hidden. I want to break his face so he could go
wow.
away, get plastic surgery, and come back prettier. I think that would be better for him. Or put the mask back on. But since he's unwilling to put the mask back on and be a team player for the company, I'm going to make his life a living hell. Starting with, should have been Joe Dredd, but unfortunately, Joe Dredd is traveling the world as a champion. I understand. He's Circle Six champion. He's traveling the whole world. That's great. So I got someone even better, someone even bigger, someone even meaner that is going to put Wicked out of his misery. I had it until the end.
That's
But then I
close. You were
got
close.
captivated by your glasses and looking at my face, I can see my reflection.
The
So
light
it's
is
hard to.
just so bright, but it makes my background look better, so that's why I'm wearing them.
Well, I don't blame you because I can just see my big, beautiful face right there. Thank you. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Can you turn a little bit to the
Okay.
left? Ah, perfect. There you go.
I'm turning to the left like Big Richard's personality.
There you go. Yeah. Yep. He's got a whole hell of a
His personality
personality.
leans a little bit to the left.
I think Wicked might be, we might see Wicked trip in the middle of the ring over this man's personality.
I think that's very possible. I mean, it's a first blood match, so Big Hoss might just bust him open with that gigantic personality and get it all over the ring. Okay.
Cut by
Now,
personality.
let me ask you this: from all of your years of experience, have you ever been in a first blood match? And
Hell no, that's
all right,
crazy. Why would I be in a first blood match? That is ridiculous. Only
This
people
guy
with the
takes
death wish.
RKO's into swimming pools. He's not bleeding.
No, I did not ask to take that, and that was not me. That was Vegan Superman, who is awesome. He's a good friend of mine. He signed some autographs. I have a picture of him on my wall because he is really cool,
Wow.
but he's not me. I mean, I don't even think we look alike. I get it a lot though,
Okay.
occasionally.
What? So I hear all this hatred for Wicked, and I might not understand it, but I'm gonna believe that you have these real feelings. A couple minutes ago, you were just telling me that you would be willing to take the tag titles with Jordan Cruz. So what's stopping you from just getting in the ring with Wicked and finishing the job yourself once and for all? What are you waiting for?
Pinky. Every single step that I take, he tries to step on my toes. I mean, and that hurts a lot because he has got to
Oh,
be 435 pounds. Absolutely.
no.
Of pink sludge. Like he looks like he's the secret of the ooze, but it's pink. Like it's
Well,
ridiculous.
it's the tuxedo, but
It's
that's
the
but
tuxedo.
that's
I mean, he might as well waddle into the ocean with Danny DeVito. All right, at this
oh
point.
God. You ever see the meme of Bully Ray? That's heat.
That's I don't need to
Oh
get
man.
heat. I am heat. The
Okay,
moment I
Fuego.
open my mouth, people just look at my face and they go, "Fuck that guy,"
When
and
you're not hiding under a hood.
I'm proud of that. Hey, if Wicked can do it for years, Wicked, West Side, Riverside, I could count to four, fool.
Yeah. I think he could crawl all over you though, in a lucha way.
He'd crawl all
Not
over me in a lucha
yeah,
way.
not in a
That's
lucha
an
way,
odd
not
threat.
not 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 a personality way, a lucha way.
Yeah, 100%. He might be able to take me out in the ring at this point. I mean, I have been wrestling for 21 years, and he's what, 15 years old. I mean, seriously,
Oh, he's
15-year-old
older than
little
that.
hobgoblin coming to the show with his big backpack that he just got out of school. He went there. The backpack's 3 times too
Wow.
big. He's got his gun and his knives in there. Give me a break. This kid is a lunatic. I'm gonna have to set up security protocol to make sure he doesn't bring in some type of weapons. I mean, Hoss Hogg is my security measure. Jordan Cruz is there for backup. If he tries to mess with me, I will make sure his career is over. I mean, he'll never ever get a driver's license. You know, he'll never ever kiss a girl. He'll never go to the prom. None of those things will ever happen for Wicked Wicked.
He's got a girlfriend that like films every match he does.
That's his mother.
Is it really?
That's his mom.
No.
She drops him off. Daycare was too expensive, so he
Ow.
became a wrestler.
Oh, but that's a good point. Daycare can get pretty expensive.
It can.
That's the whole reason I'm a stay-at-home dad. Didn't make sense for me to have a job.
Yeah. You think Wicked Wicked has game? He doesn't even know how to count to 4. Like, that's why, like, he's so, like, I don't know, stupid.
Okay.
So speaking of people in masks, we also got Loco versus Oscar Felix.
Well, I'm excited for that because Loco is a big dumb head, and he dances around the ring and does a lot of stupid hey and whistles like all the lucha guys.
He's
And it's so dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't whistle directions to me. I don't want to whistle talk with you. I don't even want to learn Morse code. I didn't learn it when I was in the army, so I'm not going to learn it now. You know,
And whistling's hard to do.
Yeah, I got discharged because I have webbed feet.
Oh,
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, because I'm
so
actually
you got a swimmer's advantage and you couldn't outdo Riddle in the swimming pool.
I should have died. So the fact that
I thought
lived,
it wasn't you, Vegan Superman.
I mean, what?
Hey, speaking of
tricked
Superman,
me.
you got a big movie premiere coming out.
Me?
The
movie,
the 11th, dude. Kal-El makes his silver screen return.
Oh, I don't know.
Guy. God,
I
he's
don't
so
really
in
watch...
his own hood, he doesn't even know what's happening in the real world.
I'm still on the web feet.
I don't even. Yeah, well, it's all right. It's a thing. Some girls they really liked web feet.
Honestly, you know what? I think that would be a good. If you're out and you're trying to meet some women, I do think that would be a really good conversation starter.
Like caught you in my web, and I just touched them with my toes.
There's so many lines you could give.
Yeah. Yep.
Disgusting. I don't know who either of you are.
I guarantee you, there's a girl out there that is like that they look for men with web feet.
They're just like, yeah, Web Hub.
Yep, they got like a whole Aquaman thing.
Shit.
They want their little Spider-Man, a little taste of spiders. Yeah, that's true.
They're just looking for some web toes and a big personality.
It's, you know, it's like you.
Hey.
Anyways, back to the match. You guys have made me go far away from the point, which is Loco's dumb, and Oscar Felix is one of the most exciting, in your face wrestlers, and he's not going to be in there letting Loco do his little dance moves and taking wrestling like it's a joke. I guess I get that lucha is a joke, right? We just have fun. And all that stuff, but this is DreamSlam, where real wrestlers come to wrestle. So you come to our neighborhood, you wrestle our style, not your little jokey, flippy, floppy, whatever thingy, okay? Oscar Felix made you some flips, but he does it with an American twist, all right? And he has a mustache. We don't even know what Loco looks like. That's why I look stupid, like you. Why are you wearing glasses? Inside.
I already told you why I'm wearing glasses.
Why are
you wearing a hood? It's 100 degrees outside.
I can't see without mine.
That's stupid.
That's what I should have said. I should have said this was prescription.
You're a lesser human. You can't see without glasses.
Oh my God.
I agree. I'm a lesser human. I can't see without my glasses. My feet are not webbed, so I can't swim properly.
Okay, so I have a question for you. Why do you cut off the sleeves of your shirt when you don't have any muscles?
I have to show off my Italian stallion tattoo.
I
Miggy was a
see.
boxer. He once beat a
Yeah,
guy named Apollo Creed,
yeah.
but only in
Ah.
the second attempt. And then they became best friends. And then Apollo was murdered by a Russian.
Yeah.
And Peter got
Spoilers.
really sad and started collecting pop dolls. And here we are.
Spoilers, dude. What the heck? Ugh.
I also am really good friends with Michael B. Jordan.
Are you?
Um, Sometimes, well, my action figure I named him Michael B. Jordan.
Well, that's pathetic, dude.
Yeah.
Who still has action figures?
Um,
Clearly you.
yeah.
You big old
I
I
got
got him
loser.
somewhere.
I got my John
Yep.
Cena here. I got my
He
Mick
opened Pandora's
Foley.
box.
Sometimes I dun, 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 dun.
Wow.
Yeah. That's pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
Thank
Who
you.
do you think has a bigger personality, Mick Foley or John Cena?
Ooh, that's a
I don't
tough
know.
one.
Mick Foley's got three at least.
Different
Mick Foley has
ways.
tried to
Yeah.
hook up with my wife like 5 times. So
That's true.
Well, you gotta commend the man for having good taste, right? I mean, you
hey,
can't hate
listen,
him.
I told her to go. I told her to go for it.
Yeah,
That man has earned it.
he could be McFucky, I guess, right? Like
Also,
low hanging fruit there. My bad.
great name for one of those videos that you star in.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you get like a
Starring
whole McDonald's parody.
Enoch the Innuendo. Yep.
Yeah,
And
There
I
you
do have
go.
a question
you
for
could have
you, real
the guy's
quick.
name in there could be Big Mac.
Big Mac. There you go.
That would be my wrestler name, Big Mac. And my
I can see
finishing
it.
move would be called the third bun. Okay, so I got a question, and then Miggy, if there's any more matches you want to ask about, go for it. So, one of the earliest, what we call friends of the podcast, we've bumped into in public more than we have expected to. His name is Mike Wexler.
Ew.
Give me the lowdown on Mike Wexler because he's doing commentary. I see him around.
Mike
What are your
Wexler,
thoughts on Wexler?
Mike Wexler is the Pee Wee Herman of indie wrestling. He is a dork. He comes around and just spreads his dorky cheesiness all over the place to the point that he comes out thinking that people like him and the people boo him. They can smell his inauthenticity. Well, like I ooze charisma. I am just myself to the point that the fans they want.
Dude, you're so funny. You don't even know it. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, so they can feel my authenticity, unlike Mike Wexler, who is just a cosplayer.
What is he cosplaying at?
He's
He's a
cosplaying
commentator.
as a commentator. He's showing up to shows with this little notebook. Hello, guys. I'm Steve Urkel Wexler. And then he comes around acting like he is a part of us, and he is not.
What do you want a commentator to do?
I put up a barrier and I say you can't come in, and he just keeps jumping over it. It's ridiculous. I said no. No,
You mean Wexler's trying to get some leaks on the booking future of DreamSlam by sneaking into the locker room. Is that what you're telling me?
I think he wants to be a wrestler.
So you want to be a wrestler?
I think Wexler thinks that if he sits around and plays house with us at the DreamSlam shows, he's going to eventually become one of us. He was at the karaoke singing Tequila. You know, there's only one fucking word in that goddamn song.
Once the guy did that on TikTok and made it viral, he ruined that song for anyone who wanted to make that joke ever again.
And yeah, and you know who would do that? Is a dork like Wexler. Here's this old joke that's played out. Now I'm gonna do it.
And I will say though, the dude was wearing a pretty sick jacket on Saturday.
He did. He had a nice vintage Raw is War denim jacket. Where does all this animosity towards Wexler come from? Because I didn't ask about any beef or anything like that. I just asked you what you thought about him.
My beef comes from him choosing to do fan conventions over having a job. right? Like he's been booked at multiple companies, right, on commentary, and has been like, "Sorry, bro, I can't make it. I got to go to Fan Fest 2745 272. I don't know what they're called. Sorry, bro, I got to be a mark. Pick one. Pick your lane. You're either a fan or you're a wrestler or you're in the business. You can't be both. Sorry.
Well, that's why you should. That's why you should have called me first.
Good logic.
Well,
All right, so we got a little bit of time left.
Yep.
I've been a big, been paying attention a lot to the indie wrestling scene for the women's wrestling. Arizona just had some crazy stuff happen out here, but there's a big women's match taking place at the DreamSlam anniversary show. Delilah Doom, and don't tell me if I'm wrong. Is it Zyra?
Yeah. Zyra, that's fine.
Thoughts on that match?
Oh, I think it's going to be awesome. I mean, I saw them throw it down at East Los Lucha last year, and they had a fantastic match. Arguably one of the best women's matches in Southern California, and I wanted them to run it back. Zyra just spent the last, I think it was like 6 months, maybe 9 months, healing from an injury. She's been working her ass off. She's been getting into the shape of her life, and she's back. She wants to make a big splash, and we want to give her another shot here in DreamSlam. The last time that she wrestled for us, unfortunately, she was hurt. She didn't know the severity. She went into the match and realized she wasn't able to do much. And so a lot of the match was her just kind of biding her time, but she was able to still pull off the victory in that match. So we wanted to give her another shot against the best women's wrestler, Delilah Doom. I might not like the way that she dances and shuffles and does her jazzercise and all that
She's got
crap.
a big personality.
She does. And she's got heart and she's got ability. So I might not like what she stands for, but I like what she does in the ring, and that's why she's here.
One thing that's a constant with you, no matter how big of a pain in the ass you are all about the wrestling. You like good wrestlers.
Yes, exactly. I mean, all I want to do is have these people stay out of my way and make DreamSlam the best show. Just let Jordan and I be on top of the business, on top of DreamSlam, defeating everybody in our way, because that's what best for business. That is what is best for business, and that is what is going to put asses in the seats. That's what's going to get people coming every single show to see who can finally topple Jordan Cruz. And spoilers, no one.
All right.
You heard it here, folks.
You heard it here. Mickey, you got anything else?
ENOCH the Enlightened has web feet.
And I have webbed feet.
It's fucking gross.
I mean, it's fine. Me and Aquaman, we're homies.
Yeah, those movies were ass.
Aqua. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
It is now.
I don't know. It is now. Aqua.
All right, everyone. Well, this was ENOCH returning to our show once again to celebrate DreamSlam Week. Don't forget that DreamSlam is having the 3rd anniversary at GameCraft Brewery in Anaheim on the 6th. Be there or be square. I will be there for making its 2nd appearance in public. The House's fake banner. I'm going to try to not put it behind the shroom people because they were blocking my shit last time. I should just tie it to the ring apron.
I mean, it's probably for better, I mean, most people would probably look at the shroom people versus looking at your lame banner.
Yeah, like you sitting down there the whole time. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Hiding.
You weren't wearing a hood. I didn't know.
I was hiding.
All right, everyone. ENOCH, you got anything else to say?
No, I would say that I hope you guys have a terrible rest of your week, and I guess I hope that Arizona is like 130 degrees because you're not at our show because you're too lazy to get in a car and drive, even though like you drive to LA for every other event.
That's fair.
I don't think I've ever even seen you. I want to see, like, I picture you being about 4'8", someone that I can have like
that's accurate.
Haas and Cruz can pay like a tossing competition, see who throws you the farthest. We could put like a board with sticky things on it and throw you at it. I'm sure that Big Dick could spread his charisma on the board so you can stick there. I think that'd be great.
I wish I could say that'd be my first experience with something like that.
I'm sure it wouldn't be. I mean, you won Bukkake of the Year in 2017.
Wow. They also voted him Mr. Garlic 1999, but
Mr.
no one knows what
Garlic.
that means.
Yeah.
No one knows
All right,
what that
everyone.
means.
No.
But you'll be safe
All
from
right, everyone.
vampires, so.
That's fair.
Enoch, I hope you can stay away from whoever you're hiding from. And thanks for joining, buddy.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, man.
All right. I'll see you guys Sunday. Only one of you.
Yeah.